All right, I believe we're streaming, so we'll do an introduction.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome to Curse of Strahd. We're gonna roll up Cassie's character today.
Again.
And Megan's too in a little bit, but Cassie's for the moment. Hey Megan!
Hi. I'm just gonna sit here quietly.
Good luck with that. Cassie says the darndest things.
It's true. It's true. I have my moments. I'm gonna put away the book now.
So tell me, Cassie, a little bit about what kind of character you want to start out with.
Well, I know I initially said that I wanted to be a druid. However, I love bards. They're my favorite class, and I kind of want to be a bard a little bit.
Okay, I'm down with a bard, so let's do it.
Okay.
So, if you'll go ahead and start, we need to roll your stats first. And we tried this the other day when it was a little bit broken, so I think you already know to grab the D6, right click on it, tell it you want 4, and drop it in the chat window.
Come here. Why is there only one of you? No, that's not what I told you to do. Stop it. 4, and we're gonna roll them in here. Okay.
So that is.
Do I have to do it each
6,
time?
4, 1, 1.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an 11. Ooh, that's a good one.
That looks like a charisma modifier right there. Or a charisma stat. For all the persuasion.
6, 4, 2. Ooh, that one's tough.
Yep. And that right there is a good strength. I don't need to hit
You don't
things.
need it.
I don't need to
1,
hit
2, 3,
anything.
4. What do you got? 5 there?
Yeah, I need
5, 1, 5.
all I have.
2, 1, 6, 2. Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. So I have a flat stat and then a -1. Or is that -1 or 2 for an 8? No, that's -1.
1. It's 1.
Okay.
So if you'll go ahead, I jotted them down for you.
Okay.
If you'll go ahead and put them in your abilities there on the right.
So we're gonna start right here with this. No, don't. What are you doing?
Well, if you click the little dice, it'll roll. If you click inside where the 10 is, and then just type, it'll be all right.
I'm trying. There we go. I'm just rolling a bunch of rolls preemptively.
That's okay. You've gotten your critical 20 out of the way for the night. So
for my charisma check, my spontaneous critical 20 for no reason. Okay, so then I'm gonna take this 8 here, put it right there, because I don't need that. And I'm gonna keep my intelligence at the flat score. I'll put my wisdom though at the 11, and that puts my I'll put my constitution at 13. Because while I may not be hitting things very hard, if something hits me, I don't want
to go down immediately.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to have to find you a mouse. The trackpad is just not working out.
It's really, yeah. I've been making all of the throws. Okay, so there are stats though.
Awesome. Now, do you know what race you'd like to be?
Oh, yes, I do. Can I just click on that?
No, in the right-hand column there.
I'm going to be a human.
Okay.
Do I want the deluxe or the basic human?
The stats are all the same, okay. So I would grab the deluxe, the PHB deluxe one.
Yes.
And you need to grab the little dragon face and just drag it over and drop it.
Got it there.
And it should have adjusted all your stats for you.
Yes.
Up by 1.
Yep.
Awesome. So we need to do class next. And again, I would take the one from the DDPHB Deluxe.
Okay. Bard. Hold on. Okay, so I get my 3 skills and her 3 skills. Do I just drop those over?
Now you can just click them there with a
Awesome.
check.
Maybe Arcane, Persuasion. I think I had her do acrobatics.
Okay. And then
Oh,
check.
no, she wasn't acrobatics. Sorry, she had performance. Because Bard.
Because Bard, okay. Fine by me. So that should have filled in on your skills tab then. And
Yeah.
put a little star beside all of them and helped you out with all of your stat bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
So next, let's go ahead and grab you a background. And our we're going to be doing Curse of Strahd, so there is an extra one, and I'm going to drop it on you so you can
Okay.
see it,
Now,
just in case you want to take this one.
ooh, it's got some cool languages with it, but because like her background is very interesting, and I feel like this might work for it. But I think we already have a haunted person. Granted, I was going to be a charlatan. We already have a charlatan, but that's not. That's the nice thing about charlatans is in groups, it's just so much more layers and layers of deception all around. Okay.
I love it. And it shouldn't matter. There's enough, different
Yeah,
events that you
looking
could
at
be
that.
haunted by.
Yeah.
And there's enough different
Megan,
reasons you might be a
you should
charlatan.
take a look at this one right there. Just casually, just number 6. You should read that real quick, just for reasons, because we were talking about stuff that is a thing.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you on harrowing events?
Yes, harrowing events.
That is a good one, number
yeah,
6.
that is a good one, number 6. Just because, yeah, she
Excuse me.
we talked about stuff like that. Except my harrowing event is not on this table.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I'm gonna go charlatan.
All right.
And
So you should be able to grab that one right out of the backgrounds in the. Oh, you've already got it.
if I can hold it.
Super. Now you might go ahead and open that
I was gonna say yeah. that
one.
Didn't
'Cause
give me any.
typically they give you up all the things that you need for the most part, but I like to go ahead and check.
So
So you won't have gotten a charlatan scam.
I won't or I will.
You get one,
Yeah.
but it won't have filled one in for you.
Okay,
so
so
we should do
pick
that.
one. Number 3 is just always fun, but I think I'm gonna do number 6. I convince people that worthless junk is worth their hard-earned money.
Number 6.
So do I drag that anywhere? Or just click
Um,
on it?
Yes, you should be able to grab the text and
Mhm.
drag it right over to the notes section on your notes tab.
I just had it. Okay, and that's under.
I think it's notes
Just
down there at the
notes.
bottom.
I don't think I've released it. Up, yep. Okay, so I did that. Now how do I do? Okay. So then I don't know if I did my skills. Let me double check.
Put
because-
your
Oh, yep.
false identity under your features, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. Did it put? I don't know where inventory. So
It won't have done inventory yet. We'll go
Okay.
do that in a minute.
because I have the disguise and forge kits and
Yep.
forgery kits.
We'll grab all of that.
Okay.
You need charlatan personal trait. That's down at the bottom.
Where did it put my false identity, is that already in there?
It is. It's
Awesome.
on your abilities tab,
Okay. Charlatan personality trait.
and you're going to put those under notes.
Okay.
Tab, and then there's a section for each.
Number 3. I'm a flatterer. This flattery will get you everywhere.
It really does, too.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so then
What is that on your shirt, miss?
It's a monster.
Yeah, here. Let me know if I'm in the shot.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Just its little head, yeah.
yep, that's an Ultralisk from StarCraft, and those are teeny tiny Space Marines. This is the mod StarCrafts that they just came out with, which is adorable. Takes
Very cool.
lore in space and makes it cute. So, always a fan.
Very cute.
All right, so I'm gonna give her. I feel like aspiration is her goal, or her ideal. She wants to make something of herself
I like it.
based on just what has happened in this poor girl's life already. So, her bond.
What has happened in this poor girl's life already?
I suppose I can give a little insight to those watching. So, Anastasia was an extremely dull girl growing up. She had very flat brown hair, dull brown eyes. She had no curvature to her figure whatsoever. She wasn't terribly intelligent or strong. She just wasn't that special to begin with at all. And one day, a traveling caravan came through her tiny village, and there was a fortune teller there. And so she went to the fortune teller just wanting something to happen. It was terribly boring. The fortune teller promised to make all of her dreams come true, make her this amazing, powerful being, and all she asked for in return was a favor to be paid at a later date. Now Anastasia's sitting there thinking, I'm never going to see this woman again. I will absolutely take this exchange for a favor that I'll never have to repay. And magical energy filled the room. Anastasia dropped to the floor. And there was an intense writhing pain, and it was so intense she passed out. Upon waking up, Anastasia's hair was a deep midnight black. There's a mirror in the room, so she was able to look herself over. Her eyes were piercing blue. She suddenly, her blouse was tight in places it had never been tight before, and her clothes fit a little bit better. And so she was suddenly stunningly beautiful when she opened her mouth to say things, and her voice itself was just divine. And the fortune teller just smiled at her and was so happy for all of her new positions that she could get herself into, and wished her the best.
And what was the favor to be paid later?
She doesn't know.
I know.
Exactly. Anastasia doesn't know. She just made a deal with the fortune teller without getting any of the specifics. Always wanted to use that.
I loved it. Okay.
I always wanted someone that, like, because all of my characters are like, they're born with it. She wasn't born with it. It's not even Maybelline. Like,
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I started typing in your appearance as you were talking, but I got way behind, so you're going to have to catch us up later.
I can do that. Number 2, no, that doesn't make sense because she's like nah. Ooh, I like this one. So, when if you're like not a terrible, if you're suddenly found yourself attractive, you can probably get yourself into a handy bit of shenanigans.
I imagine.
Especially if you don't know how to handle it, because being someone who, to toot my own horn a little bit, is modest in appearance. It's something I've been able to work with, but if you're like suddenly like, whoa, then you probably have done some things to some people, and then you're like, oh, oops. So I can imagine she's burnt a few bridges that she doesn't want to encounter.
I can well imagine that as well.
Mm-hmm. And for this one, just thinking in the mindset of her, because she like immediately went about traveling, I imagine that, again, suddenly coming into all this power and all of this, just getting what she wants out of people, that I imagine her suddenly being like an extremely greedy person just because she's getting all the attention she was always starved for. She's probably getting showered with gifts from suitors and things of that nature. So her being greedy, I feel like is a natural progression because she was greedy to begin with wanting all of these things.
Makes a lot of sense.
So I think I'm going to go with she's too greedy for her own good. And that is the charlatan backstory, I believe, is all of the things.
I think it is too.
Okay.
Have you picked an alignment and deity?
Okay, I haven't done deity.
That's fair.
Where?
It's on the notes tab.
Oh, notes.
No, I'm sorry, it isn't either on the notes tab.
The alignment and deity are, but where to drag them from?
Hmm.
PCs? Nope.
Excellent question. I'm not sure I have a place to answer that either.
I can type in her alignment. Never played like a truly evil character, and despite all of Anastasia's obvious flaws, I don't see her as someone that's truly malicious and like out for like a truly negative thing. So I'll probably play her. Nor do I think she's a good person. Like, I just don't believe Anastasia's a good person. She may try, but I feel like it's very misguided and a very like, yeah, I'll do this, but what does it do for me? So I'm probably gonna run her as a chaotic neutral.
I like it.
Did I spell chaotic right? I'll just do the old-fashioned chaotic/neutral. Then there's no spelling involved for the dyslexic person. Okay.
I love it.
Deities like D&D deities are, as you know, I have dabbled in creating a few, but not.
That's okay. I don't think we necessarily have to tie you down to one at this point anyway, because you're not getting your power from your deity.
So I think she doesn't care. She's not that interested. So
I think that's good then.
just NA. That's not a thing she concerns herself
We'll
with.
come back to that later if it comes up. Okay, let's make sure you got deception and sleight of hand
Oh, it
out
does
of
list my
skills.
tool proficiencies already.
It does. It should have picked up all of them.
I have 3 musical instruments. Oh my goodness, I did not know that. Wait, I get it. I get an extra language. It just says choice.
Yes, that came from being human.
Oh.
Human.
Let's see. She's been traveling around the world a bit. And we don't come from Ravenloft. We're getting sent there, so we're struggling.
You won't come from Barovia, the land
No.
where Castle Ravenloft is.
No, we don't come from Barovia, so
So you're not tied down to any of that stuff.
I feel like because of her innate attraction to things that are of a beautiful nature, she would know how to speak the language of the elves, because that's another race that she would probably really enjoy being around because of her love of beautiful things.
I can understand that. So you have fine clothes, it says. So I'm going to grab that in.
Oh, that's cool. It already gives me all my weights. But I can have 45 pounds of stuff on me, and then I'm done. Then I'm just like, this is heavy. Oh my god. But we have a couple people that I can probably convince to carry some stuff.
I believe we're going to not play with encumbrance,
Okay.
so I think you're going to be okay.
Okay.
So I think if you grab your inventory tab,
Inventory.
you'll see I dropped in your fine clothes, and you have some options there next to the little dragon icon. You can carry an item, you can equip an item, and there was one that was a shirt. Oh, equipped is the little shirt.
Sure.
So, As I'm dropping things in here for you,
Mhm.
you can probably determine like your armor and your weapons you probably want to equip.
Okay. Is that
I haven't dropped them yet, but
okay?
I'm working on it. A disguise kit.
Could I look at my spells and stuff right now as I open up the spells?
You should be able to.
Okay.
And in fact, you
Where
should be
do
able
they-
to drag them.
Yeah, where would those go?
They go under actions in the lower part of
Oh.
the screen.
I haven't even been there yet. Delete item. Okay, so it even tells me how many slots I have, except for my cantrips. Because this is I have 2 first level slots. Okay, so level, I want level 1. Source is a bard. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It shows me.
Sorting down is very nice.
Okay. So, Tasha's Hideous Laughter is like one of my favorite spells in the game, period.
So tools of the con of your choice. 10 stoppered bottles filled with colored liquid, a set of weighted dice, a deck of marked cards, or a signet ring of an imaginary duke. I'm sure that there are some others that might make sense,
Yes.
but that's the list in here.
Traveling around, what would she do? I like the set of weighted dice for her. I feel like that's a quick little thing she can whip out to make some quick money and just get out of Dodge.
I love it.
Actually, nope, I take that back. I think the cards. I think the fortune teller had a bigger impact on her than she'll admit.
A deck of marked cards.
Which is also something she can whip out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Make a little money. Perhaps try and do some dabbling of her own into the... Like the woman who gave her all of her abilities.
And
I'm gonna grab...
knowing what I do about the fortune teller, you're going to meet along the way. I bet you have lots to learn too.
So much to learn. I'm gonna grab, since I'm kind of the healer, so I'm tempted to just get both Cure Wounds and Healing Word, because I have a feeling that my comrades are going to rush into battle like maniacs, because it's literally what they do.
If you mean the character that Megan has yet to roll and the one that Kenny rolled the other day, yes, I do imagine that they are going to rush into the thick of
But
things.
I also have to think
I
about
believe
the fact,
Michael intends to stand back and throw stuff at people.
I also have to think about the fact that she hasn't met them yet, so she's
She
not
does not know.
concerned.
She needs to build her own.
with that.
You don't
right
care
now.
about us?
I haven't met you yet, dear. I will care about you maybe one day. You know,
Maybe,
maybe.
if you're really nice.
You're really nice.
Okay, so I grabbed the items out of your background. Now I'm going to go grab some out of your class.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab Tasha's Hideous Laughter. It's my favorite spell. It's my favorite first level spell. It is so nice. So nice.
And why do you like that one so much?
I love Tasha's Hideous Laughter and Vicious Mockery. I like Tasha's Hideous Laughter because it's not a damage spell. However, knocking something prone is amazing. Plus, I really like the idea of using a spell to basically, it's the Joker. You're the Joker. You're putting the Joker's gas on the field. So you're literally making people laugh to death most of the time, because then, the 2 big heavy hitters can just go beat the thing on the ground that's laughing, and then we're done with that one.
Okay.
So I just adore it to pieces. I've always loved it, and I loved it in 3.5, and I still love it now.
I love that.
Now, how do I get to my cantrips? Is that 0 level spells? Okay. Well, it doesn't tell me I have any, but I do.
Will you try and drop some over there? Should be
It
fine.
doesn't- Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't tell me exactly how many I have, though. I don't remember offhand, so let me open the book.
Okay, so under Bard,
Mhm.
you can choose a rapier, a longsword, or any simple weapon.
I always like the finesse of the rapier. However, hold on, I'll have to take a look at the simple weapons. I know 2 cantrips. Okay. Yeah, hop over to the. Or they're probably in items.
They are in your items.
Okay. I want type. I want the weapons. Okay. Trying to think of what's. Can I get more specific than just nope, nope, nope. Weapons is as specific as it gets. Okay. Can I do anything with ranged weaponry? Is that something that's listed, or is that not a thing I can do?
You don't have anything listed under class. We can look under human in a little bit, but I don't think you do.
So I guess I'll just stick with the rapier. It's what I use most of the time in other things. Okay, so vicious knockaby. And I'll do prestidigitation because really great cantrip. And, you know, it's just like one of those things, if someone is vain, it's a good thing to have.
I like it. So, a diplomat's pack or an entertainer's pack?
Does it list what's in the 2?
It does. Give me a sec and I will drop them for you. Diplomat. And entertainer.
2 cost. Entertainer pack.
Okie dokie.
I unlike the last bard I played, she's not nearly as civilized as Camilla was. Not growing up in that intense environment where it was like do or die with the civilization.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay, a lute or any other musical instrument, and don't forget to under your proficiencies to actually choose 3 musical instruments. But I'm going to give you 1 here in your equipment.
Okay. I think does it list instruments anywhere?
I don't know that I have ever seen that. Doesn't mean no.
Where is... So 143 is... Okay, let me see if I can't find in the book.
And a dagger.
Yeah, okay. So, let's see, we're traveling the world, we want things that are light and easy to carry, so I will do a lute, a small drum, and a flute. Those are very...
And which one would you like to have?
I shall have a lute to start with.
Okay. There you go. I got pan flutes and flutes in here too.
Can I have a pan flute? I get one too.
You get one too? You've just decided?
No, because I'm an outlander.
Oh.
I proficiency one type of musical instrument.
I'll do a pan flute. We can pan flute it up.
Oh yeah, we'll start a band. We should start a band.
Though that's one of those 5-word sentences, Megan. That's one of those sentences.
So, do you still want the lute as your equipment?
No, I'll take the pan flute. It'll be a bonding thing.
Yes.
Besides, it would be more her style. I imagine her. Here, going back to my notes and how she looks like to describe her in ever so slightly more detail with her like blue eyes and all that. I wanted her to be like a caramel skin color too, very much looking like she belonged with the gypsies that made her who she is. So she's very like Esmeralda from Disney in looks and kind of her like sass and stuff. Like she didn't spend any time with them, but the magic that inherently made her who she is now has kind of maybe started to take a little bit of control, maybe possibly, ever so slightly.
Do you feel like maybe you didn't always belong in the real world? Like
Absolutely not.
maybe you've always been a gypsy, and
Maybe I
maybe, huh?
like deep down, I've always been a gypsy, and she just unleashed that.
Well, let me go ahead and say,
Yeah.
and not elaborate.
I knew you would like. Okay, how do you spell caramel? C-A-R-M-E-L?
M-E-L? Yes.
Okay. The caramel skin. So she's got black hair and blue eyes, and she's just something pretty to look at, really. She is.
I'm not.
You're totally laughing at me.
There was maybe just a little laughing. Okay, if you'll go ahead and take a look at your equipment for me and make sure I didn't miss anything. And you'll probably want to equip a couple of those items.
Yes. Other armor, that's equipped. I'm gonna list the pan flute as equipped. Here's equipped. I have rations, a water skin.
The other thing that you can do, if it didn't do it for you, is put some of those items in your backpack.
Do I just
So-
write them?
Just under location, if you start typing BA,
Oh.
it should go ahead and put it in your backpack, kind of like
Okay.
I just did there.
Okay. So I'm putting a lot of her clothes, the cards in her backpack. These aren't things that she just like has on her person. We're definitely not advertising.
yeah. I imagine she's wearing some clothes.
Well, she's wearing her armor
Okay.
because she has been traveling. You know, she's got to make money somehow. So let me go ahead and have her equip the water skin. I imagine she doesn't like being thirsty very much. And the belt. Okay, so there's the bedroll. I'm going to the backpack too. Okay. I like how the backpack says it's empty and then it's got all that stuff in it.
Really, I should take the word empty out before you guys start typing, but since I fail to every time, if I do, the location won't link anymore.
Oh.
So, you know, stuff.
Stuff and things and hands.
All right, so you did equip your armor, yes?
My armor's equipped, my weapons are equipped, my pan flute's equipped, I have my water skin on my person. Yeah. Everything else is pretty much in my bag. So my bedroll, candle, lots of clothes, a deck of marked cards, and a disguise kit and some rations.
Super.
Yeah.
All right, so this is kind of where I hop through your tabs and make sure nothing got missed.
Okay.
Your main tab looks pretty good to me. It looks like all your modifiers got added to abilities as we drug them on. What do you see your armor class as?
13.
Okay, mine just hasn't refreshed then since you equipped your items. Your skills tab looks pretty good to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's about right. You don't have any feats yet, so it makes sense we don't have anything there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Bardic Inspiration, False Identity, and Spellcasting, I think we haven't missed any there.
Mm-hmm.
Your proficiencies look good. Common and Elf for languages, nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see anything missing on your equipment? And you may need to open your background and class, because I think that's where most of that comes from.
Do we have a forgery kit? I did not see that anywhere.
I don't believe you have one. I think you're proficient
Okay.
in one. But that was coming out of your background, right?
Yeah.
So let me grab it real quick and make sure.
Okay. And then, what else would I get stuff from?
Class has
Class.
items. Your race does not seem to.
Yeah.
You are proficient in the forgery kit.
But I do not.
You
own
do
one.
not have one.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Yep. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, let's hop over to notes and take a look.
Oh.
You're going to give me a little more like age and height and
Yep.
weight, but you don't have to do that right this minute.
I can. Yeah, she's young, naive. I'm gonna keep her at reasonable person size, which means she's exactly as tall as I am.
Hey!
I am reasonably person size. You're short.
Actually, you're short.
I am perfectly
She's-
reasonable.
She's really short.
Like Mary Poppins. Perfect height.
Okay, and I'm gonna put her at 140 because Lay's
practically
got curves.
Perfect in every way. Your log should not have anything in it right now.
Nope.
And it looks like it set you up with weapons. You have a
Oh,
dagger, so
cool.
you have the ability to use it in melee and you can throw it.
Cool.
And then your rapier is all set up, and it looks like
You got my spells too. It even has like it's got everything like right there.
yes. And actually, as we use it to cast spells and stuff, it's going to check off your first level spell slots. And the reason it doesn't have a count on your cantrips is
You can just pump those
That-
things out.
that was actually your slots, not how many you can know. So, so you don't need slots for your cantrips. So probably the next thing we should do, if you will go ahead and click on the blank thing beside your name that should have a picture of you, no, in your character sheet.
Oh, this
That one should give you an opportunity to choose a portrait.
There's like a bunch of things here.
So you may be at this for a few minutes.
Can you make edits to these, or is it just pick one of them?
No, if you want to choose one, like off the internet or something, we can drop it in.
Oh, I might want to do that.
That's fine. So you may not want to do this right this minute then,
Yeah.
when we may need to come back to that
Yeah.
and let Megan roll up her character
All
while
right,
you
do
surf
I-
the internet.
Do I do the saving?
No, I do the saving.
Okay, so do I just open up a new PC for Megan?
New PC for Megan, and
Do I just close this?
you can
Oh.
just close that. Yep, it'll be fine. I am going to push us over to be right back.
Okay.
We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Thanks, guys. Have you picked a